FPL, the lights they glow. Through the ranks we start to flow. With every tip the game we know. Elite FPL, let's go. Elite FPL, let's go, let's go. Elite FPL, let's go, let's go. We analyze, we create. Every game week we debate. From the captain to the late. Moves that make us celebrate. Points and transfers we all crave. Following leads to the brave. In this league it's more than a game. Fantasy football's true aim. Elite FPL, the lights they glow. Through the ranks we start to flow. With every tip the game we know. Elite FPL, let's go. Elite FPL, let's go, let's go. Elite FPL, let's go, let's go.
Bonjour, good evening. Hello, chat. Hello, Steve-O.
Good evening, everybody. Jakes, come on. Enthusiasm. We've actually had a good game week. Wake up. Come on. Enthusiastic. Alex follows an amazing thumbnail. Let's get that in there now. Come on. Be enthused. Had a great game week. Your team has won 3-0 comfortably. Great score from Fernandez. What's going on, Jace?
Yeah, I've now moved up to 4.2 million. You're in the top one. You're 525,000.
Excellent. Good. Good. I would sing a song about Rory Delap, but I don't have your... Sorry, Liam Delap, but I don't have your talents. So me and Alex Volo, we're going to have a party together. One of the two people that own Liam Delap in the whole world. In fact, I'm going to find out.
It's disgusting.
What is?
The fact you got points from the lap. 85 points I am now behind you.
I can't even see how many people he's actually owned by, but I think it's literally just me and Alex Volo that own him. That actually played him as well. It's incredible, isn't it? It is absolutely incredible. So do you want me to reveal to you about the maths that I did regarding your team and your transfer?
You can do. You can do. Hello, Odin. Hello, Yellow Army. Hello, Ray. David's here.
I want to do the maths.
84 points. David, absolutely buzzing. Stuart Fletcher's in the chat. Let's go. Joe. Henry. 55 points of Ireland captain. Sad face. Emoji. Sorry to hear that. You and a lot of other people. Shagir's here. Hello, Shagir. We've got Alf apparently played the lap as well. Says Ray. What's your scores, Jason Steve-O? Steve-O's on 82 minus the Ford 78. I'm on 66. Basically 70 minus 4, 66. He's on 78. So the safety for Steve-O, apparently,
what does the safety
57. You scored 21 above the safety is in your rank, basically to stop you from dropping.
Oh,
you had to score more than 57 to sustain your rank. You scored way more than that. You scored 21 more than that. I had to score 48 to sustain my 6 million. But yeah, it's at the end of the game week, and been a couple of shock results this game week. And yes,
I can think of 2. Am I right in thinking? Let me just. Oh yeah,
yeah,
2.
well, yeah, couple, yeah.
In
Oh my
fact,
god, that's what I said, wasn't it? A couple.
I'd argue 3 results are shock. 2 of them being big shocks, and one of
The
them
West
being
Ham game, the Man City game,
No.
Spurs. What was the
Not
result in the
West
end?
Ham.
What was the result in the end?
Well, Spurs, they lost 2-1. It's hilarious.
Can you just say that again? Can you just say it
Spurs
again?
lost.
Sorry,
Spurs
mate.
lost
No. Sorry, you're getting some lag here. Can you just say that again?
Spurs lost 2-1 to Ipswich.
Thank you. Yeah. To who? Sorry.
To Ipswich.
No. It sounded like you're saying Ipswich. Well, who?
Ipswich. Rory
That was
Delap
it.
got an assist and a goal.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
It's fantastic. I was dreading
What's going on there then?
Well, I did think that Ipswich.
I
don't know how the game went. To be honest, I couldn't care less. But what I do know is that I predicted it. I'm sure I said in the Super Route it would be end 4-2 to Spurs. So I thought Ipswich would just give it a go, but eventually would end up capitulating. But they didn't. They held on to their 2-0 lead until God knows when. Of course, of all the players that gets an assist, it would be Pedro, but just extraordinary. I also think the Newcastle winning 3-1 away at Nottingham Forest was not the result. I don't really care for Newcastle winning, but the actual amount of goals they scored is very surprising considering Nottingham Forest at home don't normally concede that many. And obviously, like you said, the Brighton Man City. West Ham drawing 0-0 with Everton, that does not surprise me at all. I mean, whatever. But that Spurs game today, fantastic.
They were home, weren't they?
Spurs were, yeah. It's incredible, genuinely incredible that a team like Spurs, who are supposedly wanting to challenge for
Europe,
the top 4, well, yeah, Europe, but top 4 specifically, and they're losing to Ipswich. It's just not good enough. And
if you're a Spurs fan in the chat, let us know what your thoughts are. I know Boona sometimes tunes in, and others let us know your thoughts. It'd be interesting to hear what you have to say about your team. And from a Man United point of view, of course, we had a good result against Leicester today. Through the power of magic, I managed to see the game. And I was quite happy with the performance of Bruno Fernandes. And I was very happy with Garnacho's performance when he got subbed on as well. I feel that Rashford's time at the club is on thin ice. I think Amorim is not going to... How do I say it nicely? Pander to players who are just going to drudge around the pitch. And I see, to me, I think that I think Rashford's looking not match fit. He ain't looking match fit. I know it sounds crazy, but he ain't busting a gut in the game to do anything. He's not busting a gut to get back and defend. Not that he was known for doing that anyway. He's not busting the gut to charge into the box like we all used to see him do under Ten Hag's first season at the club. And he's not really able to pick a pass out. I mean, the amount of times I see Rashford with the ball at his feet, the composure is not there. It's like either he's trying to do things too quickly. You've seen it, like when you see like a footballer that's maybe a bit immature, comes through the academy, starts for the first team, and they're just trying to rush everything and they're making mistakes because their brain's going 100 million mile an hour, but what they need to do is actually slow down and play it simple. It's like he's doing that. So yeah, Rashford to me is it's like I just don't know what's going to happen there because he's obviously on huge wages. Maybe the club will put him up transfer listed in the summer, but I just think that I don't know. I just don't see a way forward for Rashford at the moment at United. But other than that, no good performances. Ugarte, Casemiro, I thought did a really good job in midfield. Thought our defence was solid. I don't have any complaints really with the decisions to sub in the second half, or that were quite positive decisions. Nice to see Eriksen coming on. Bruno again. Although I got him in my team, I just wish he'd shut his mouth and stop moaning and whining, complaining. It's just to me, it's just a part of his game that I don't like. But I mean, he put all his critics kind of shut him up today. He put in a good performance.
It reminded me of the Bruno of 2 years ago when anything he touched seemed to go in the back of the net. The goals were the goals. You know, you've got a wonder goal.
The second goal was kind of fortunate because it kind of rebounded off his knee and then
could have been a Mazraoui assist.
Would have been, yeah. But did you see it?
I've seen the highlights. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was watching it, I was like, oh, Steve's got Mazraoui. I'm like, no. And it's like, then I saw the replay again. I was like,
you're a Man United fan. You should be.
Well, no. I was happy they scored, but I was like, Steve was going to get bloody points from Mazraoui on literally the first week of bringing him in. I'll be like, oh, that's me with my Hojland pick that says
crap. Apparently, according to some people,
Hojland.
Well, he is crap, but
no.
Fire Talk in the chat saying they're a complete waste of space of a transfer.
Right, Hojland is not a complete waste of space. Anyone that actually understands football, Fire Talk, would know that Hojland is not a what's the word? He's not a they're not playing Hojland in that tactic, if you could call it a tactic, as a target man. He's not a target man. He is someone that draws defenders away and creates space for the midfield. His main job is to basically just run, make runs, annoy the defence and pull them out of position, creating space for the midfielders. That's his main job. And if you as a manager say, right, it's going to be a long game, you might not get much of an opportunity, you might only get one shot in the whole game, you're not going to get much service, but what I want you to do, your main job, Rasmus, is to sit up top, distribute the ball back to midfield, create some spaces by creating runs in behind, and basically giving the defence hell by pulling them left and right. I thought he did a really good job. If, on the other hand, you're saying to Rasmus Hojland, we want you to collect the ball, run in and score as much as possible. Steve-O, stream down, frozen.
Are we back? Oh, it's back again.
Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, are we back? I think so.
So last night we had to cancel the stream and then redo another one.
YouTube's great. No.
Well, last night I had where it says excellent condition, it comes up with an icon. If you look on it on the dashboard, just let us know if we're live. If we're live. But anyway, the point being, and Ray says, so United spent 70 million on a runner.
Well, like, fine. All I'm going to say is that it's not Rasmus's fault. He's not scoring goals. Come on. You've seen the games. You see how much work he puts in to create space and run in behind, and he's non-stop moving. He's the whole game he's running around. You can't say it's his fault he's not scoring goals. He's getting himself in the areas to score goals, but unfortunately, you've got players. This is getting a bit stupid, Steve.
Mate, I'm going to be. I can't wait to do my interview with Gary on FPL the beer. I'm being serious, just to express why I absolutely detest sometimes doing this. It drives me up the wall. Are we back, chat?
I think we are. To be honest with you, It's only recently that I've been having issues with this stuff, and
It's the same at my end as well, to be fair. Clearly, again, this is why we ask people to support us.
it won't even let you do a rant, Steve-O.
No.
It's like it won't even let you do a rant.
I'll happily watch episode 6 of series 5 again.
Right, I've turned my VPN off now. I've turned my VPN off. See if that helps. You happily watch your what?
It doesn't matter.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, this just drives me up the wall.
Booner's here saying, and there we are, and there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed the stream. Join us again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks, Steve-O.
Of just when we're on the cusp of when me and you are slowly climbing the ranks.
Slowly climbing the ranks.
I don't touch anything now because I don't want anything cocking up.
My game week history. I mean, yeah, well, overall rank, yeah, you could say I'm climbing the ranks. I've halved my rank.
Well, do you want to hear how our transfers did regarding our -4s?
Go on then. Let's see if we can hear it before the stream crashes again.
So, your players that you took out, just remind us who they were.
From memory, it was
Visser and Foden.
Yes.
They were the 2 players you took out, plus the -4. That equals 19. You brought in Fernandes and Hojland. They got you 19. So you got 0. You broke even, basically. Whereas me, I took out Kanate and Dibbling for Masrari and Johnson, and I'm down by 1 point.
Well, I'm glad I waited in suspense for that information.
It's crazy that, considering if you'd have done nothing, you would have got exactly the same score. If you'd have done absolutely nothing. And if I'd have done nothing, I'd have been a point better off.
Mate, I can't. I've not done a thing right this season, I don't think.
It is absolutely mental.
I'm genuinely going to say right now, and chat can be my witness. And you can agree with me.
Here we go.
Steve.
Another one of these statements that Jason.
You can, right. If I said to you, Steve, I want you to go 11 game weeks. I want you to make a series of transfers each week, and I want you to fail every single one with relatively popular FPL players. I think it'll be hard to do because law of averages says you're going to do well at least on 1 or 2 occasions. And I just feel like everything I'm doing is everything I'm touching just isn't paying off when it comes to transfers. Why is my VPN connect? That may have not. That I think that was my VPN. I think that was my VPN, Steve-O. It's just connected to a server when I didn't ask it to. That's great, isn't it? But we're back. You can hear me, Steve-O?
Are you there, Jace?
Yes, I can hear you.
Just end the stream. I'm done. I can't be fucked with this. This is like the 10th time already. Let's just do a Patreon podcast. Bloody easier.
Let's just mental. Give it one more chance because I think it's going to be alright from now on. Just be positive. Right. Do you want to talk about the games this weekend then, or is there anything in particular you want to focus on in the stream? Of course, it's the Sunday surgery. Is there anything in your team that you want to sort out?
Well, I'm pretty much certain I'm going to do my move of Delap to Pedro. I'm probably going to do that for the price changes. I don't need Delap in my team anymore. And
You've got points from him.
it was. He's got Man United at home next, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Wolves, Newcastle, Arsenal. In theory, I could, hold him, but have you looked at Brighton's fixtures?
No, are they shocking?
No, they're really, they're going to be turning.
Brighton's
really
fixtures: good. Bournemouth away,
not great.
Southampton at home, Fulham away, Leicester away, Crystal Palace at home, West Ham away, Brentford. Yeah, I mean, some lovely fixtures.
They're beautiful, and I kind of want to attack it. I was speaking to Ray about it. I want to attack it from a price changing point of view because Pedro's going to go up in price either tonight or at least by Tuesday. He'll probably be going up in price. Delap is probably going to hold his price for now. But a lot of people are going to be jumping on João Pedro, and I reckon he could potentially go up to 5.6 potentially over this international break. And I need that money because I was speaking to Ray about it earlier. I need that money to capitalize on adding it into when I want to get rid of Rico Lewis, for instance, because after the international break, Lewis Dunk should be fit. So then I've got Dunk for Brighton's decent fixtures upcoming. I'll then have Pedro, who is not only one of the key attacking players for Brighton, but the fact that he's also on penalties as well. He's 5.4, Jace. So he's certainly someone I'm looking that I'm definitely probably going to do tonight, possibly. I'm certain I've checked already that he's not in the Brazil squad. I'm sure someone in the chat will be able to let us know if he is. I mean, he's saying that João Pedro not his quality, but it doesn't seem 100% nailed. And he's 5.4. He's 5.4. It's nothing. And when you're getting rid of someone like Delap, who is going to be dropping, Mahit saying Pedro slots in behind Welbeck and Rutter will probably go back to the bench. The manager prefers Pedro. Rob Jones, will Pedro get called up to the international duty? He's not been called up. I've already checked. He has not been called up at all. He's actually not featured. I'm sure that's what I read earlier. I looked at the squad and I didn't see his name of the list of players that have been called. Because remember, he was injured when they were announcing the players. And I don't think Brazil want to be bringing over a player in Pedro who has only literally just come back from injury. So I think for me, Jace, that is going to be the move. What do you think about that move, Pedro in for
very aggressive? It's aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see for one moment why it would be a bad idea. I don't think he gets relegated to the bench. I think he's played his way into the starting lineup, to be honest.
Because what are you thinking on Hojland? Because I'm looking at getting rid of him after. He's probably going to be my captain against Tottenham. He's probably going to be captain.
Truth be told about Hojland, he's way overpriced. Well, no. Obviously, he's expensive. He's overpriced for how he's performing. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. Players that are going to be going up in price. I've got Cunha for Wolves is going to be going up. You own him. Van Dijk for Liverpool.
Cunha again.
Yeah. Wow. Van Dijk for Liverpool and Mazraoui, who you own.
Going up.
2 of the 3 going up are going to be owned by you.
Yeah, because I'm looking at getting rid of Hojland for Isaac, but that won't be until, well, probably when it's Brentford away. Because me and Ray are speaking about when to want to jump onto Arsenal, and I don't think their fixtures are that favourable until game week 16ish, roughly, when they are going to be. Because Nottingham Forest at home, it's all right. But we know Nottingham Forest are playing. West Ham away, decent fixture. Man United at home. Fulham away. But then it's Everton, Crystal Palace, Ipswich, Brentford. Those 4. I can see why Ray wants me to jump onto Arsenal. But I think from my point of view, attacking these. I still agree with Triggerlips's point of view that attacking the now at this early stage of the season for price changes is just, that's the value. That is the what you need to be doing. And for me, getting rid of Delap now and bringing in Pedro could be the key one. I'm like I say, the fixtures for Ipswich, they're not
For Brighton. Oh,
no,
for
Ipswich,
Ipswich,
to get rid of
yeah.
Delap. Yeah, they're not bad, but they're not good. Whereas with Brighton, a lot of people are going to be looking at bringing in Brighton assets. Like I said, I've already got Lewis Dunk. I know they're crap defensively, but I've got that in place. From a midfielder point of view, there's no one really, barring Matoma, that you'd be looking at from Brighton. And to be honest with you, I'm really going to be getting rid of Mbermo, Palmer, Salah, Johnson for now. No. So for me, attacking those Brighton fixtures by bringing in a player like...
Why is Van Dijk going up?
Oh, I don't have a clue. I mean, mainly because it's just... Because he's top of the defenders list. That's why I've just seen it. And that's what happens at the start of the season. This is the thing.
What?
At the start of the season, the first up till Christmas, you've got all the casuals. They just pick a player who's doing the best, bring them in, done. Don't look at their team again. So Liverpool getting lots and lots of clean sheets. Van Dijk. Oh, who's the top scoring Liverpool defender? Oh, it's Van Dijk. Get him in. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Crazy.
So yeah, it's why for me, ironically, I've done really well with my team regarding price change. I mean, Firetog's already done his transfer. He did it yesterday, I think. And I think he did a midfielder. He got rid of Johnson. He got rid of Tottenham's Brennan Johnson last night.
Do you think it was a mistake bringing Rasmus Hojland in?
Yeah. Fernandez, fine.
Yeah.
But Hojland, I don't know why. Especially when
I just wanted to be. I wanted to be risky, like really risky, and try something a bit clever. But yeah, even though I knew the chance of it failing were very, very high. Kind of feel a little bit like hard done by in a 3-0 win that Hojland didn't do nothing. But it is what it is. It's not going through him at all. None of the actions going through him. So, well,
the irony is, you did call it. You said that. You literally said, "I don't want to touch Man United," and then all of a sudden, bang.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't.
But
yeah, just being a bit crazy, I guess. Doing something a bit risky.
I mean, in fact, there's another name striker-wise to be bringing in potentially is Jackson. Jackson is someone. Isaac's fit. I mean, Newcastle.
He's on 4 yellow cards, isn't he?
Yeah, but again, I wouldn't be worrying about it, especially when their fixture
hasn't scored in the last 2 games.
No, that is again very true. But oh, look, what a surprise!
What?
So I know for fact that I had Cole Palmer in my team at 10.8 million. He dropped down to 10.9 last night, and he's gone down to 10.7 in my team. I'm sure I had him at 10.8. I'm sure I did. I've just seen that now.
What's your thoughts of Cole Palmer?
Keep. He's a season keeper. An absolute season keeper.
Fixtures are nice as well. Very nice for Chelsea now.
Oh, yeah.
Leicester away, Villa at home, away at Southampton, away at Spurs, home to Brentford, away at Everton, home to Fulham. Good till Christmas, mate. Good till New Year.
Yep. I would
beyond.
not be selling him at all. It's Hojland is the one to be sacking off.
What is going on with Man City, do you think?
I think it's... Again, I'm no expert in the field of football, but I think it has something to do with the fact that they're missing certain players that clearly link everything together. It's like Ray was saying about Odegaard when it comes to Arsenal. Without Odegaard, it means that certain other players are playing out of positions, which means that certain players can't do the jobs that are required in the system that Arteta wants. And it's the same with Man City. I'm assuming without Rodri there, without Kevin De Bruyne there, these two little pieces of the jigsaw are missing, and the rest of the team don't fit. The system is there, but players that are playing aren't used to this system whatsoever, or don't perform in the system. And I think that potentially as well, that Man City players are just potentially bored of just constantly winning, as ridiculous as that sounds. But I think that teams as well have potentially figured them out. And I think they're not as scared of Man City anymore. I think they've come up with a thought process. Do you know what? If we actually go... Mark Goldbridge always says this. If you actually go at Man City, you've got a good chance of winning. You have got a good... You just got to put your chances away.
They win and dominate games via possession.
Yeah.
And if you actually go at them and give them a bit of fight, then historically the lesser teams have managed to get through and get some results. So
yeah,
it's not being intimidated by them. They've got better players, they've got higher prestige, but don't be intimidated by them.
I always remember there was a match that we played for seven, not you, but me and Si and that lot. We played in a competitive 7-a-side match down at Clenham Valley, and I'll never forget. Think about this. This is Si pushing me and saying basically, Steve, just use your... He didn't swear, but he just said, just use your strength. Just push him off the ball. And this team were a lot better than us. And we ended up drawing, like, it was ridiculous. It was something like 5-5 or something. And the team that we played said, I don't know why you just don't play like that every week, because you were really good against us and gave us a really good game.
Oh, if you're up for it, yeah.
And that's the thing. If you, in any sport, like you've just said, don't fear your opponent, there's a decent chance you're going to get something out of it. You still may lose, but not to the extent of maybe...
Think of how many times, going on what you're saying, think of how many times a top team has played a minnow or a lesser team. Often see it in the FA Cup, where the lesser team, if that's the right term, has got nothing to lose. They've got nothing to prove to anyone, and they just say, you know what, we're going to go out there, we're going to fight, we're going to win every ball, and we're going to give them, we're going to frustrate them, and we're going to basically be physical. We might be not as skillful, but we're going to go out there and give them a fight. And I tell you now, so many times they raise their game and they win. And it's great to see. That's why football's great, in the sense that the underdogs quite often, they raise their performance and they can come through with a result.
And let's get real here. They still, most of the time, end up losing. But you kind of go, well, it's like that cliched remark, isn't it? Like you said about the FA Cup, the commentators will say, well, they're 10th in the League too, and if they put these performances together, they're probably going to go in the playoffs. But they don't put those performances together because it's a one-off match against Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, or whatever. Whereas in the League 2, they're playing the same equivalent in that division. And yeah, they're not up for the matches. But when you put your mind to it, actually, you can get a lot. And I mean, I always remember Burnley in the Premier League, and every single time we went to Man City playing a 6-4-0 formation, it was atrocious. And then within 5 minutes, Kevin De Bruyne has scored, and it's just, now what? We've already put 6 defenders, and then we've got a 4-man midfield protecting them. We've conceded in 10 minutes. Now what?
Yeah. What's plan B?
Whereas Ipswich, think about this, Ipswich scored at the Etihad this year when wasn't it 2-1 or 3-1 against Man City? Johnson getting the assist for us. Do you remember that? I'll have a quick look now. Right.
No, I don't know.
The answer is
it 2-1?
4-1. They lost.
4-1.
But they still went ahead in the game. But the irony is that people expected them to lose anyway.
You write them off, yeah.
At least you've given it a go. You've still lost, but you've given it a go.
City are one of those teams that will have the clean sheet wiped, though. Definitely.
Well, and let's get real here. Every single season, the first half of the season, majority of their results are positive. But they always go through that phase where they don't seem to be getting positive results, and this is it. And then once it gets to January, they just basically win every single game and don't concede a goal. Happens every. It's been happening for the past 5 or 6 years. So I just think right now, any fantasy managers that have jumped off Hojland, like yourself, well done. Well done. But you must admit, though, you must be every game you're like fearing what he could do.
Yeah, especially when I only scored yesterday, and I was like, "Oh God, here we go!" And I saw the replay, and I thought, "Oh my God, it's just like Haaland. It's the most Haaland-esque goal ever. Just pure strength and bloody determination." And I'm like, "Oh God, here we go!" And then of course it all, turned, and Brighton managed to pinch the win. So yeah, I do worry about obviously Haaland's potential. But I guess I think the more frustrated managers out there will be the Haaland owners. Frustrated in the sense of, what do I do? What do I do?
Well, I am that person.
Do I want to keep him and have that 15+ million hole in my budget and maybe not consider captaining him every week? Or am I just going to be like, right, let's offload him and bring in some players that are in form and are able to match and outscore Haaland at half the price point?
Yeah.
So,
and it's about the captaincy as well, isn't it?
It is also about the captaincy. I mean, there's going to be, there's going to be some options in the coming weeks. Certainly Salah's doing very well, as well as
I was told
Liverpool. I think Liverpool are taking massive advantage at the moment.
It's great. They're 5 points clear, aren't they?
I mean, they're just slowly kind of like just getting on with it, aren't they?
You think about it. So next week, in 2 weeks' time, who's the best captaincy? Well, ironically, I'd argue Haaland at home to Tottenham. I could argue that. Liverpool away at Southampton, then you got Parma/Chelsea away at Leicester. Following week,
look, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the fixtures. I mean, Saka home to Nottingham Forest could be an outside option.
Yes, yeah, if he's not injured.
Bruno Fernandes away at Ipswich.
Again, possibly, yeah.
I mean, I'm just talking like kind of outside options. Obviously, majority of people are going to go with Salah or Haaland, aren't they?
Yeah, but in game week 13, where Man City and Salah are home to one another, which, to be honest with you, doesn't put any fear as a partial Liverpool fan. That doesn't put fear into anybody at all.
Well, no, Liverpool are going to get opportunities in that game, aren't they? Liverpool are going to get in and behind Man City.
Absolutely. And that particular week, Chelsea are at home to Aston Villa.
Oh my God, I can't. But I forgot how soon. So the end of November, we're going to have Liverpool Man City. How important is that game potentially?
Yeah. There's been so many. Yeah. Same as today's game between Chelsea and Arsenal. It was massive. It's a huge match. We've had loads of big games at the start of the season so far. And then once we come out of this international break, it really does start that the gas turns up specifically in FPL, where we're back on the 23rd of November and then straight into the following week, which will be a kickoff on a Friday evening where Brighton/João Pedro will be at home to Southampton. Then only a few days later, we got midweek football, Jace. Tuesday, and it's the Amazon day.
Amazon, yeah.
Tuesday into Thursday. Then we're straight back into it on Saturday. It is just back, bang, 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 bang. These next several fixtures. This is the busy period now.
Shout out as well to Nottingham Forest, 5th in the table at the moment.
Yeah, they've done well. They've got their results. I think they should be very disappointed about today's game. But Newcastle are slowly turning it around.
They are 2 wins now, back to back. I mean, I'm just looking at the team that stands out as Liverpool. I mean, they've lost only one game, ironically, to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
They've been hella consistent, Steve-O.
Yeah, I know.
They're scoring 2+ goals a game, like barring that freak loss to Nottingham Forest in game week 4. They're scoring more than 2 goals average a game. We're looking at this. First game, 2-0 to Liverpool against Ipswich. 2-0 to Liverpool against Brentford. 3-0 to Liverpool against United. Then they lost against Forest. But then game week 5, 3-0 beat Bournemouth. They beat Wolves 2-1 in game week 6. They only scored the 1 goal against Crystal Palace in game week 7. They got 2 goals against Chelsea in game week 8. 2 goals against Arsenal in 9 in the draw. They got 2 goals against Brighton in 10, and they've just beaten Aston Villa 2-0. So, to me, I think that I think if you don't own Salah, you're wanting him in. And maybe for some people, the Hojland out is an enabler for people to get Salah in. I mean, certainly for the people that went Saka, Palmer, and Haaland, maybe they didn't have the funds to get in Salah. They'll definitely be doing it now. But anyway,
just quickly, I'm just looking at the Brazil national team for the November international fixtures, and Pedro was not called up.
No, it's all good.
So
I think
he will not be going over to Brazil.
When are you going to do that transfer then?
I'm probably going to do it tonight.
Cunha, Van Dijk, Mazraoui are going to be going up. In terms of other players that are close, it won't be.
The thing is, though, remember,
where's Pedro in terms of, is he recently gone up? Oh, he's 46. He's miles away. Yeah.
Yeah, but these price changes this season are a con job. Have you seen some of the players that are going up and down in price? It's a joke. I think it was, I can't remember who it was, but it was on the FPL Had a Beer conversation, one of his interviews, and one of the guys said about they're just doing it for their own agenda. The gamers, they're just putting players up who they want to go up and putting players down who they want to go down.
I think that it would be nice to have a little bit more transparency regarding these price changes. Really like, it'd be quite exciting if they made it so you could see what the thresholds were. And then you could see like a graph of like the players. Like if FPL really wanted to, they could have a live feed of transfers, and they could have like a market, like a player market, where you see the transfers in, transfers out, and you could see what players are close to falling. Instead of a third party website trying to guess it, have the actual data showing people, like, you know, do you know why I think it would be a good idea? Because it would keep traffic going to the FPL website.
Yeah, I know. And
it will keep people interested in the game. It'll be like, oh, well, I'm not having to go to a third party or sign up to a third party tools. I know that FPL is a free game, but they've got all of that in the API. They just need a simple interface to show player drops and make it transparent, make it completely transparent. Don't do the BS that people have accused FPL towers of doing, and these price rises, price drops, and it's like, you know, to me it would be just make the game a bit more interesting. Obviously, while we're waiting for the next game week, because obviously now we're 2 weeks away, think how much traffic FPL could get to their site if they had that function. But anyway,
I've always said this. I don't understand why on X they don't just put up posts and say, if you're wanting to get Van Dijk and it's 6.1, get him in now, because at whatever.
Yeah.
Tonight he's going to be going up in price.
The FOMO, catching on to I mean, we all know how hard FOMO hits the FPL community.
Mm.
And at the moment, FPL aren't digging into the FOMO. They're basically letting other people outsource it and in some cases monetize it. So, at the end of the day, it's I think it's an opportunity lost. But then again, like David says, great idea, Jace. But how would they cheat the system then? I mean, it's the same. It's the same. To be honest, it's the same with bonus points. I think sometimes the bonus points is bullshit as well. But
well, even this year, where they're kind of a bit.
In general, they are, but not. I don't think this so much. I don't think I've been shocked this year too much. But over the previous, decade I've played the game, it's like there's been so many instances of, hang on a minute, how's that player? I mean, Harry Kane used to be one that used to do my head in.
Well, Fernandez is another one.
Yeah. But anyway, Steve-O, I think we'll have it. Let's call it now. And let's decide to do a stream again. Well, why don't we actually say right now that we'll record a Patreon podcast?
Well, this is on
Patreon
you,
members.
by the way, because this isn't on me now. This is on you. So please.
No. So this weekend, let's well, maybe Thursday. Let's do it. Let's do, like we would normally do a preview. Let's just record. Let's just record a Patreon. Let's just get on here, record a Patreon.
Done. There we are.
Simple as. There we go.
I will hold you to that.
Yeah, and you will. Sorry guys, I've been away. Wasn't last week. I was very well. I had a condition that was given to me by a 7-month-old baby that I've never had in my life before, and it was very unpleasant. Is he gonna tell us? No. It was just like I thought what is it?
That's the most sarcastic I've ever heard you. Oh my god.
But the name of it is quite embarrassing.
It won't be as embarrassing as what I caught, but go on.
So anyway, put it this way, it creates blisters on your hands and your feet and in your mouth, on your tongue. Or ulcer on your tongue and blisters on your hand and feet. And it's rare. I think it's rare to get it as an adult. Scabies. No, it wasn't. I've just given you the name. And I've had that, so thrush. You can't take the chat very seriously at all, can you?
That's why I never read it.
Someone put herpes, Scotty.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was actually the bacterial is it a bacterial infection? Have a look. Here we go. Let's just do some disgusting research. Hand, foot, and mouth disease is a common infection caused by a group of viruses. It typically begins with a feeling of unwell. This is followed by flat, discolored spots or bumps that may blister. Yeah, that's what I had on my hands and feet. It's not very pleasant, I'll be honest with you. And
sounds horrific.
Yeah, it is pretty nasty. Oh my god, complication. These are some of the complications, Steve-O. Temporary loss of nails. Now, I'm glad I didn't have that.
I've got no nails, so I'm all right.
But it lasts about 7 days. And there's no known cure.
Wow.
So yeah, symptoms include fever, nausea. I felt sick. Yeah, vomiting, feeling tired. I'd feel tired anyway. Yeah, it was nasty. It was nasty. But normally it's kids that get it. But it was when I saw these red like spots on my hands. I'm like, what are these? And then I thought I bit my tongue. And it ended up being a blister, and I was like, oh god. And then of course I heard that the nursery had an outbreak of this bloody thing. And yeah, HFMD. But anyway, I think on that note, let's never talk about it again. Lucas Dunn, I got 62 points. Captain Hojland had an awful week. Well, 62 points is well above average, so don't worry about it. Shagir says, I just googled some pictures of it. Good night.
Can I plug something, Jace? Is that allowed? Is that against the law? Against the law of the lands? So on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing an interview with, not on here. It will be on Gary's channel, FPL Have a Beer. So I'm going to be doing an interview with him on Wednesday. I've already put. Oh yeah, you need to accept his follow request so that he can message you. So he's messaged
on what,
you
on X?
On X, yeah. So go on that your messages. There'll be a request, and you can just, because I've told him he needs to interview you too. So I'll be doing that on Wednesday with him, and I've already told him it's going to be at least 2 hours minimum. So I'm going to be doing that. And then on Saturday, it's the FPL Juice 5-a-side tournament. I'm hopefully going to be going there, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it off or not. I'm just going to hopefully have someone say that they want to work on Saturday, and then I'll be able to go to the FPL Juice tournament on Saturday. And I'm hopefully a lot of you guys watching this will be supporting the guys on Saturday. They're streaming it all live. And then, of course, there's Alf PL as well, who I think tonight I think he's already streamed now, but Alf has done 18, or is this his 19th day in a row, Jace, streaming for an hour per night?
I mean, I take my hat off to him, man. I do. That's mental. I think that just don't burn yourself out is all I'll say on that one. Do not burn yourself out. I've already. Another -12 says Rommel in the chat. You know what? At this point in the season and this rank that I'm at, it really makes no difference. I mean, should just go crazy and bring some players that no one would ever think about me bringing in.
Don't do it.
Steve's like, don't do it, Jay. Mazarawi in. And striker. Yeah, Pedro in for Hojland. -4, 1 million in the bank. Ooh, what can I spend that 1 million on?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne? No. How much is he?
9 point. No, he started at 10, didn't he, or 9.5? I can't even remember what Kevin De Bruyne started at.
When's he back?
He's back already, but it's a question of when will he start.
When is he starting?
I would assume after versus is 9.4. So versus Tottenham, I would assume he's going to start. Assume he's going to start. And
that's next game. That's 23rd.
Yes.
I'm just wondering if I can do something. Saka, De Bruyne, Palmer, Salah, Fernandes.
Sorry, what are you talking about? What are you... Jace, let's just end this stream because this is just mental.
Oh my goodness me.
You're overthinking now for no reason. You've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks not to think about anything to do with FPL.
What's the cheapest defender? You got 3.8 defenders yet? They haven't, have they?
No.
Just thinking like, ooh. Could I be really cheeky?
You
It'll
need
be
to
Mbuemo out for De Bruyne.
Why?
Hojland to Pedro.
I hope
But anyway,
Fire
on that
Talk's
note,
listening to
on that,
this.
eh?
I hope Fire Talk's listening to this and just laughing because it's just ridiculous. You've just had a really good game week. You can just leave your team as it is, done, move on to game week 12 without doing anything. And yet now you're thinking, oh, may do a -8 or whatever just to get in Kevin De Bruyne. Oh my God.
Who's not played for the whole season and probably isn't going to play more than 50 minutes. Yeah, just go for it. Just keep flushing your season down the drain. Right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one, and we'll see you on the Patreon podcast at the end of the week. So all the best. Go and follow us on Patreon, and do the whole wave, Steve-O.
Goodbye.
There we go. We're deadly serious here at Elite FPL. We take our...
I'll do a Joffrey.